So now your coaching staff that has been intact for 5 years. You've had success, 3 straight winning seasons, like we said, Super Bowl appearance, AFC Championship for 2 seasons, win one and lose in another winning season. I mean, that's pretty good run of success, and your coaches are getting some attention, particularly Brian Callahan. I mean, he's having multiple second interviews. What is it like, kind of sitting there waiting for how is this going to unfold? How much of my coaching staff will I have remaining when all this is said and done?
Yeah, I mean, as we're talking, every time my phone lights up, I'm checking it to see what the latest update is, and that's a positive thing. I think people think highly of how we've operated here and how we've conducted ourselves and the success we've had, and so with that comes a lot of attention for your coaching staff, and that's a good thing. I'd love to have the same staff here for 10 years straight. We've had an unprecedented run of 5 straight years of the same 3 coordinators, and the bulk of the staff has remained the same. And I think that's helped us have the consistency we've had. At the same time, it's I'm going to be excited when an opportunity comes Brian's way, because I know he's prepared for it, and it gives other people an opportunity. So it's just one of those things where I'd love to keep the consistency here. It's also time for those guys to get their opportunities, and Brian's the one right now who's getting a lot of second interviews, and so we'll see how it goes over the next couple of days and how it shakes out for him.
So if Brian were to get a position, say, let's just pick the Tennessee Titans. I mean, I know in fact, I was contacted by a talk show host there who kept me on the line for 25 minutes, and I was just extolling the virtues of Brian Callahan. They love him in Tennessee now. There's no doubt about that in Nashville. So, but if say Brian moves on to Tennessee, just to pick one of the multiple second interviews that he's got going on, and do you guys talk about, or is it premature to talk about, hey, Brian, don't be raiding my staff of everybody. I mean, it's like, I'll let you take a guy, but don't be thinking you're going to be taking a bunch of guys off my staff. Do those kind of dialogues go on at all?
Sure. I think just to have a picture of what he's thinking and how it affect me and our staff. Yeah, we have those conversations. But again, it's you have to prepare. There's candidates outside this building that you have to look at and talk to, and that'll be interesting for us if it does go that direction. So, I feel like we've got a great staff here in place, and then you get an opportunity to look and see what else is out there to see if you can always improve things. And so, again, those are some things that would take place if Brian were to get a head coaching job.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the domino effect, the ripple effect, if Brian does move on, say Tennessee, okay, fill in that coordinator position, and you got candidates internally, Coach Walters, Coach Pitcher. I mean, they may be being interviewed by, there's 7 openings still. There might be more, who knows? But they may be interviewed by not only Brian Callahan, but other coaches that fill head coaching vacancies. So, yeah, you have to have not only an internal list of what you might do from an internal standpoint with moves you might make, but that list externally. And for you, having coached in the National Football League for 5 years and having the run of success now for 3 straight years, does that external list, I mean, does that grow, Coach? I mean, you're a great relationship builder. Have you made a ton of relationships that you've got now that you may not have had when you first started coaching for the Bengals?
Yeah, I think it's my responsibility to this organization to make sure that we assess all options, and internally and externally, kind of weigh what the best decisions are. And so there's great people out there that I know. There's some that I'm interested to know. And I also have a lot of confidence in the guys that we have in the building. So there's a lot you got to take in, and it's not just a clear cut, this is how we're going to do it, move on. There's an interview process that'll take place that's very necessary. And so again, that's the process that we would jump into next if Brian were to leave.
Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realized self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Opportunity knocking.